What's up, everybody? How's your day go? How was your Thursday? How's it going? Hey, Melissa. What's up, girl? What's up, Yuki? How you doing? Hey, PG. What up, Pisces girl? Spinny hugs. What's up, boo? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Tess, I'll tell you what, we can pop one extra on there. One for Tess. All right. Tess, you can do a super chat, then that's it. We'll close it. All right. How you guys doing? What's up? Miss you guys. We have made it from Aries all the way to Scorpio today. It's like I got a really good tired accomplished feeling going down. I'm like, wow, look at that. So we might actually make it to Pisces by the end of the week. It's kind of cool. What's up, Rahama? Hey, Shelly. How's it going? Okay, so we're going to knock out a couple super chats, take some time to answer your questions. Thank you guys for your understanding, too, with everything that's going on my side of the fence, why I had to temporarily close the personal readings. But not forever. They'll be back. So let's dig in. Let's see what we got. This way I can hang and help you guys. All right, so let's see. Plus, it gives us time to hang out and connect. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's start with, hey, Laura. Laura, I had to put the 7 tarot, or that I think that's what it was called, away because I noticed it didn't have the 5, 6, or 7 of cups in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's missing cards. So I had to set that aside, but still a cool deck. All right, let's see what we got, Laura. Let's start with you. You're going to be at 133. Love you too, JP. What's up, beautiful soul? Hey, right, girl. What's up? All right, let's see here. Okay, Laura, will things with me and the Capricorn get off the ground? Ooh, let's find out. All right, will things with Laura and the Capricorn get off the ground? Let's see what we got going on. Ooh, nice. 2 of Cups down here. Knight of Wands. What I'm being told to tell you actually is that it is already off the ground, the Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups is that, like, at the moment, Capricorn is still kind of sussing you out. All right, he's trying to be cool and not fall in love too fast. But I think before we get to the end of Libra season, you got the potential of him taking you off the market, like something that makes it official, that you'll be coming in going, guys, we're trying to make it work. We're seeing what happens. So I don't think it's like, like before Scorpio season, that he like rides in on the white horse thing, but just the whole of like, instead of just like, hey, do you want to try and see what would happen if we became exclusive? All right. I think that's the direction things are going here during Libra season, which I'm actually being told that if we look at the overall scheme of things, it's going to be like, whoa, that is moving kind of fast. 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. So deep down at the core, he's come to a point in his life that he does not want to be single anymore. All right. So he's not in it in a player vibes or anything like that. But this man is looking for a relationship, all right? So you can trust the vibes that he gives off and understand that there's a little bit of him holding back so he doesn't just pour his feelings. He wants to like tell you how to make everything in your life better, but he's holding back from it. So he really does kind of like he likes the vibes you're putting out, all right? And he wants to help. He wants to really be like the father of the Zodiac to you and like help you, like, hey, or do this, organize this, change this, do this. But he's holding back. He's like, I don't want her to think I'm like taking over her life this quick. But he wants to move pretty fast. He's got some Cancer energy down in there. And, well, that makes sense. Capricorn is Cancer's opposing sign, father and mother of the Zodiac. So he's best way to put it with the Knight of Wands is that he's looking forward to being able to take care of you. All right. He's got some nurturing instincts inside there. It's kind of nice. All right. Let's see what's up next. Lucas. Hi, Lucas. What you up to? All right, let's see. Lucas, you're going to be at 350. Everybody, Andy's here. You guys, heads down emoji. I can't do it because of my health insurance. I've met my quota for head slams this year. Anyways, okay. Lucas, you're going to be at 404. All right. Well, I like that timestamp better. All right. What does Spirit have to say? Any guidance for Scorpio? Any guidance for Scorpio? What does Spirit have to say? What does Spirit have to say? 4 of Swords. Have patience because the Tower card always comes out for Scorpio. That's hilarious. 4 of Cups, not in a bad way. But actually, hang tight on this one because I hate that having to say the word to you, but having some patience with your Scorpio, it'll help because Scorpio is hiding a lot of skeletons in their closet. Not bad stuff, but a lot of hurts. There's a lot of fear of proceeding type of a vibes. That's what keeps Scorpio kind of at bay. So the more you can kind of understand the feral cat energy on it and that Scorpio's going to work on opening up more, it'll kind of help give you a little bit of guidance of like how to help Scorpio to open up more. Four of Cups almost gives me like a Five of Cups vibes, and that Scorpio's kind of like depressed. You know what I mean? Death card, King of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles. Are they a November or like a Scorpitarius? Are they close to like the November December borderlines there? Around December or what? November 23rd. All right, the Sag side's going to come out. So nurturing your Scorpio in a way like it's a Sagittarius about adventure and knowledge. Scorpio digs smart people. All right, Eight of Pentacles. That's something to work on in that direction. Is coming across as the smart choice. That makes sense. All right. What we got down here? Nine of Pentacles. Just so you know, the Scorpio is still completely uno dos on their own. All right. Really kind of working on themselves more than even pursuing other options. So you are the only one in the Scorpio energy, right? Devil card. You're a bit of a temptation. So Scorpio hasn't really totally let on fully yet that they don't like you either. They actually kind of do. All right. Have faith on this one. It's a pretty good connection overall. Okay. It's Vaughn. Hi, it's Vaughn. What's up? Okay, let's see. You're going to be at 6:16. All right, let's see what we've got going. Oh, yeah, hold on. Wait, hold it. We'll do a different timestamp. I'll put the Super Chats banner thing up. Hold on. Come here. Okay. I forgot. Sorry, Melissa. There we go. No, wait, hold it. That's just a 1. There we go. That's better. There. I like the Halloween font. Kind of cool, isn't it? It also looks a little bit like the Knight Rider font. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Win-win. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the readings. Let's see. It's fine. How does Scorpio feel about me? Wait, we did It's fine. Right. No, we didn't. Yeah, it's fine. It's Scorpio. I know. Okay, I'm back. Here I am. Hi. All right. You're going to be at 7 even. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. How does Scorpio feel about It's fine? What are Scorpio's current feelings about It's fine? 4 of Cups. Ooh, whoa. The Scorpio energy is carrying some sadness with it right now. 2 of Pentacles on the Lover's card. I'm not sure what it is exactly that your Scorpio is working on, like weighing out 2 of Pentacles, but you seem to be, in Scorpio's mind, the right choice. Lover's card. Has Scorpio been doing like a roller coaster thing with you? Because it's almost like your Scorpio feels upset or feels bad about the way that they kind of scapegoated you. There's like some internal, like your Scorpio would really just like for things to work out. Can we get past this 2 of Pentacles? Moon card. Does have a little bit of fear on the Moon card that what if it can't be worked out? 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so that is what kind of keeps your Scorpio at bay at the moment. But the Chariot card says that through your Scorpio's dreams, they're going to have a form of like an epiphany or awakening. The Chariot card lets them burst through the 4 of Pentacles. All right. And like want to open up, want to talk to you, want to reach out. All right. Because right now your Scorpio is a little guarded because like your Scorpio fears too many bridges have been burned or too much damage has been done. How do we repair it? All right. Ooh, repair it. Justice card. I think your Scorpio will come to some terms with this during Libra season. Find a balanced way to approach you. All right. 4 of Swords. They're already thinking, even in the retreat in the silence, they're figuring out a way how to talk to you. All right. Just a way that makes them feel kind of comfortable. All right. It's not so much what they say, but how they say it to make them feel confident. It's like rehearsing. Okay. So I hope that helps. Okay, Randy, what up, bro? How you doing? All right, let's see. Randy, you're going to be at 8:55. All right, let's see here. My nerves have been a little off. Why? And what have her thoughts been about me? How much does the Cancer reading pertain to me and her? Okay, let's see what we got. Give me everything you got, please, and thank you. Thank you. Okay. 2 of Swords. Your nerves have been a little off at the moment because you're still feeling some of her energy. There's a little bit of anxiousness on both sides. Her about World card trying to reach out. Like, okay, so on her mind at the moment, it's still a little bit of the anniversary vibes. It's transmitting between the 2 of you guys that both of you are like feeling some type of way about not reaching out to each other. It's even on her side of the fence. It's kind of boiled into her work a little bit. I don't think she worked very well today. Like, it's kind of interesting that she did better on the day of the anniversary than today. It's hitting her a little harder. Now, 10 of Wands. Hold on, let's see. Doop, 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 doop. How much does the Cancer reading pertain? All right, let's see. Okay, the outcome on the Cancer reading is an 80% chance of your guys' direction because you're in the right timeline for it, and she's transitioning over with the World card to the 2 of Swords. All right. So I'm being told that like some of the details in there, the clarifiers, didn't resonate to your situation. There might have been something that you're like, whoa, I hope that's not what happened. I don't remember the readings after I finish them, right? Because I'm channeling. So once I'm done and I come down, I'm like, oh God, I don't even know what I said. I hope I connected to that or something like. And then I get like nervous. I'm like, oh, man, there's a million other tarot readers out there. Why do they want to listen to me? But I'm being told that maybe it was okay. The vibes I'm picking up on is, did Cancer have mention of like a third party involvement or an addiction involvement or something that was getting in the way of the connection? So I'm being told that part doesn't apply to you. There's not a vice of any kind that she's trying to bury herself into, including another person. Her only focus right now, her work is her safe spot. But right now, with the anniversary coming around, so many subconscious memories that she forgot she remembered came up that it was a delayed reaction. And I think, if I remember right, we mentioned that she might reach out not on the anniversary, but like the weekend of. If not, there's a little bit more of like a confirmation on that for some reason, her delay in processing the hurt is why it didn't happen yesterday. Okay. She's confused because you know how normally I can just run this right out? She's a little confused right now. So that goes into the feelings part. I left that empty. So let's see. It's the Devil card. She's trying to figure out a way to beat this and beat her emotions so that she can come back together with you. So that's cool because it means she's kind of processing the fact that a lot of the hang up is on her side, that you're open to like reconciliation and working it out. So the motivation on the Devil card to break the chains that are binding, in this case, a bit of the stubbornness of like, is there a way to repair this? What can we do? That's a lot of what she's processing through that. For some reason, the anniversary, maybe it's because of the date you guys picked for the anniversary, but for some reason, the date reference or the planetary positions were the catalyst points. See, 3 of Cups. She does want to repair the marriage. 9 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Okay, for lack of a better term, it's finding a way. She's still at a point where she's trying to find a way of saying I'm sorry without saying I'm sorry, but she doesn't want to. She's telling me like, I don't want to do it the way I used to do it, because like you're used to that, right? And it never really paid out before. So she's trying to find a 6 of Swords different approach to that. So her feelings right now are trying to invert as like a way to approach this, and coming out of the whole there's no way to fix this, and coming into wait, maybe there's a way to fix this. 6 of Swords. Okay. So that might be a little part in the delay on this. All right, so let's see. Got the nerve connection down. Thoughts been about me. Yep, okay, cool. And how much the reading? Cool, got you covered. I just want to make sure. It's cool. All right, hope that helps. Subconsciously, internally, she's ready to talk to you. It's a matter of connecting the subconscious into the conscious. I knew there was a message I was missing. Now I feel confident that I finished the reading. See, I'm like, there is something that I am not putting into words yet. Okay, cool. Let's see. All right, next up, beautiful soul. What's up, beautiful soul? Spinny hugs for you. All right, let's see what we've got going down here. You're going to be at 1320. All right. Any spirit or angel messages? Any spirit or angel messages for beautiful soul? Any spirit or angel messages for beautiful soul? The Emperor, okay, the Death card, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, one thing on this one here is that your guides want to let you know that this time apart is actually for you. It's a bit of a spiritual upgrade, software ascension, like I was talking about in, I think, the Scorpio reading with that Death card. Aries might even have had mentions of it, all right? You've been put into a small place of an isolation where you may feel like your prayers aren't being answered, your manifestations aren't working. Trust that they are. The thing on this is, it's that you're reconnecting into a new timeline's frequency, the one that helps repair stuff for you. And there's a lot of like interpreting the code line, so to speak, because he's got to transition into it as well. So everything is happening like in a twofold, and it's hard to blend two different things together. All right. Like you're a Ford and he's a General Motors vehicle. And they're like, we're going to need a couple adapters for the parts, but it'll work. All right. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. See how you're just a little further ahead than your person is on your ascensions, where you're already in a more mature energy, where you're almost like at a point of being like, you know, I've done what I can, whatever happens, happens. In a way, you're already at the point where you're handing the gobstopper back to Willy Wonka that gets you the ride in the elevator. All right. For lack of a better term, your person is kind of still like a Baruch hanging out with the squirrels in the squirrel nut pit thing. Right? But don't worry, remember the kids are actually okay in the end. they come out just fine. And actually, it's like the dark night of the soul that fixes them up. All right. So a little bit of the pause in the action on your side where you're feeling like isolated, Daniel Lion's Den, is because of like, it's like you're done first and you're waiting for him to get finished up. All right. And you're like in the waiting room being like, what's going to happen? Is he going to show up? All right. And he is the Page of Pentacles. He's still learning the lesson. All right. So I hope that helps. Okay. Next up, Carla. Carla, what up, girl? How you been doing? All right. Let's see what we've got here. Carla, let's put yours at 1533. All right. Can I get an energy check on my Virgo and any love updates with him? You got it. Tap me into Carla's Virgo, please. Tap me into Carla's Virgo. 8 of Cups. Your Virgo wants to work stuff out. 8 of Cups, Ascension. He wants to walk away from an old mindset. And with the Ace of Wands, okay, right now, lately, you might be feeling some type of way, and that's because Virgo's feeling some Ace of Wands vibes. Virgo misses his Carla time. All right. 10 of Swords, a lot. Can't get you off his mind in the 5 of Pentacles. And at the moment, Virgo's going through a little bit of regret of like, why didn't I take this? Like, if this hadn't gone down this way, Carla'd be here with me right now. Yeah, I know, right? What happened about that? 10 of Swords, the whole thing up. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. He wants to open the door. I think it's like he's getting ready to that Ace of Wands vibe. This is the one time you want your person to think with that chakra because it's the motivator. Like if he was a monk, he'd be totally just fine, but he's not. So he's not. Right? Knight of Wands. Oh my God, he's going to run your way. Giant big green flag on here. I told you, this is the one time you want him this because this is the confidence that's needed to come your way that he didn't have before. Temperance and the Sun card. A positive action in your direction. All right? Your signs will be changing. Whatever number you're seeing on repeat, add 1 to it. Like if you're at 777, 888 is going to start being the thing. You keep seeing repeating 5s, you're going to start seeing repeating 6s. This is elevating to a point where he wants to open the door with a positive confirmation and a positive communication. All right? Confirmation might be a miss ya. With that Ace of Wands there, this can't just be a hey. This is like, I had a dream about you last night in tarot cards. Okay? Oh, give me something on the dream. That's my crown chakra just activated. Which means what in the world was I channeling with before if it just started tingling? The World's card. He can't hold out much longer. He's got some deep feelings for you. 4 of Wands. Boom. Wishes granted. There is reunion coming in energy. The next 4 weeks, you guys are going to be talking again. I am shocked. Heads up for October 21st. Mark that down. Some really good on October 21st hits. And I think you actually will come in here and tell us about it. You're going to be that kind of geeked up. Okay? I hope that helps. 10 of Pentacles. You and Virgo are still long term. All right. Okay, next up is Rohama. What's up, Rohama? All right, let's see. You're going to be at 1818. All right, let's do it. All right, let's see. Anything that comes up for me and Caden. Haven't been going through his lives. Does he miss me? Not sure about his feelings or intentions. All right, got it. Let's go. I got you, girl. Tap me into a little Sagittarius energy. What's Caden's feel? I mean, dude, Sagittarius. Right? Okay. Ooh, whoa. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, he still got thoughts about you. I knew it. I thought I was just making a Sagittarius joke, but it's not. 4 of Pentacles into the Justice card on the 4 of Cups. Aw. He does, actually. It's not, I mean, like, there is some missing you vibes, okay? But there's a little bit, it's not so much a missing as actually I'm getting a little bit of confusion. Where'd she go? What happened? Is she getting, like, is she getting too big for me now? Is, like, what happened? Why didn't she come by anymore? So he's not processing the missing because he hadn't had his feelings totally opened up to you yet he hadn't let himself love you enough to start missing you, but it's at a point of confusion because his subconscious is trying to be like, hey, you should be interested in Rohama. And his conscious is like, for whatever reason, his conscience is like, I don't think I can be. I don't know. What is it? What's on Caden's side? Why is Caden 4 of Pentacles of like, oh, I cannot with Rohama? Knight of Wands, hold it. Knight of Wands on Temperance. That's you. It's either the intensity or the distance between you guys. Maybe he gets spooked by the distance of like, how would we overcome that? What would we do about that? How would that happen? If he actually opened his whole like heart up to you, you two would be shocked at what happened to bring the two of you guys into the same living situation with the 10 Pentacles. God works in like really weird, mysterious ways when this happens, right? He can't, yeah, he's still just in a vibe of like, I don't know. I've never asked you about it. Is it like a giant age difference? Page of Wands? Could be. Age or distance may come in. Like, would my parents accept me going in this direction? 7 of Cups. A little bit of the temptation, right? It's kind of similar to the vibes when I walk into a church that doesn't fully know me and then they find out I'm a tarot reader and they're like, oh, I don't know if you should be here, right? And I'm like, and then after I warm up to them and explain a few things to them, then later they're like, hey, man, pull me a tarot reading. How's the service going to go today? Should I do that one song? I'm like, you might want to leave that one song out. Devil card. So it's something along those vibes of like, whoa, what Rahama does is like, scary devil energy, but it's also a motivator. It intrigues him. Your anomaly energy intrigues him, all right? It's as if the thing he's processing is the fact that people around him say to stay away from you, but that's, interestingly enough, drawing him towards you even more. Judgment card, see? Maybe I didn't give Rahama a chance. 6 of Wands. Well, I'm going to give you a chance. So you just went through the most recent 4 of Cups moment that you did, okay? All right, whatever person, the one that most recently broke your heart and just had you completely like bummed out beyond that point, right? Okay. That was preparing for Caden to start opening the door up to let you in. You watch, because he's going to boil over, right? A little bit, not boil over, but I need a better analogy for like him just hitting the go button and being like, you know what? There's a reason I want to know where Rahama is at so much. I'm going to reach out and ask Rahama. And then you get a communication. And if you play your cards right, so to speak, pardon the pun intended, that it allows the door of communication to open up of just, I've been busy, I've been cool, but not being too nonchalant about it, but actually being like, if you're reaching out, are you interested in talking or see where this goes? I'm not looking for a ghosting thing, and kind of even setting some boundaries down for you. All right. You do got him feeling some type of way. He's just having a hard time translating it into his own feelings. All right. But I got a feeling he may reach out just to be like, hey, where you been? And that opens the door for you. All right. Okay, cool beans. Shelly, what's up? Let's see. Okay, Shelly, you are going to be at 22:44. Oh, that's a good timestamp. Okay, Adam and I are still in no contact. Why is he afraid to reach out? And when is it going to happen? All right, let's see. Whoa, well, that was easy. Judgment card. He's afraid of, like, if he does reach out, that there's, like, it's almost the vibes of, like, if he reaches out to you, it's like his friends won't talk to him anymore. Or it's interesting, Shelly, because the vibes are a little backwards, but only from my perspective. I could be totally off on this. You might be like, no, this is actually perfect. It's like, from my perspective, this would be like, if I was just doing a collective reading off this judgment card, I would be like, oh, okay, I'm reading for a guy. The girl isn't reaching out because all the girl's friends, the ones that the girl went to, and was like, yeah, me and, okay, now in this case, instead of Shelly, let's make you Sean. All right. Yeah, Sean and I might work stuff out. Or I'm going to, don't you dare. You don't go back to X's like that. X's are X's for a reason. Xbox, all that, yeah, right? When it's none of their business anyways. So there's peer pressure, for lack of a better term, that he's afraid, like, if he does this, he loses out on everything. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Doesn't mean he's not trying to figure out a way to beat that part of the system. Okay. Now we can come back into the proper gender assignments. But yeah, Page of Swords on the Knight of Cups. So the reason he hasn't reached out yet in that way is because he hasn't figured a way to do it. Okay, this is a lot, because he wants to do it in a way where he's not trying to keep you like low key or private. He has, his outcome is he wants to be able to make it public. Okay, he doesn't want to hide you. He also trying to figure out a way to do it without ruffling feathers, so to speak. Okay, but in the Queen of Pentacles, it does show he comes to it. He comes to a way to do it during Scorpio season. The Knight of Cups pulls me with Scorpio energy. Okay. Scorpio vibes. He's plotting a little bit quietly behind the scenes without telling anybody and running scenarios in his head. That might be why you've got him on your mind a lot at night, because I'm being told that's when he gets the most time to sit there and run scenarios in his head, like war room planning. All right. But God's saying he can't just give him the right scenario, because, you know, his a little bit of his stubbornness that comes through. So God's like, hang tight, Shelly. We got to let him kind of run each scenario. Maybe I'll do it this way. Maybe if I could put a mannequin from JCPenney in the bed and then jump out the window and, oh, no, I live on the second floor. That wouldn't work out. Okay. And God's like, hang tight. He's running through each scenario. The right one's in there. All right. He's just getting to it. So I don't see it during Libra season, but the Knight of Cups tells me that it during Scorpio vibes. All right. Something about him sending you a song. Heads up. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps. All right. Rebecca, right? Yeah. Hey, Rebecca, what up? Okay, you're up. Let's see, Rebecca, you are going to be at 25:39. Oh, I kind of dig that. I have no clue why, but I like that timestamp. Cool. Okay. Ooh, I haven't even read it yet. Hold on. I want to see. This will be really. Hold on. I don't want to look at the cards until I read. This will be really cool if the cards are right. Okay. Does my person still want to get married? I can't tell if it's cold feet and if he will snap out of it. Okay, let's find out. He'll snap out of it. It's the Ace of Wands. He looks at you as a 10 and him as a 5. So right now, guys go through this. When a guy decides they want to marry a girl, they go through that bit of doubt phase where it's like, there's no way this is going to last forever. I mean, like, dude, Rebecca's a 10. I'm a 5. I think it's because he gets in his own head about maybe he has like internal battles with depression, or he actually has depression, right? I mean, it's 2025. About 99.99% of the world has depression at this point. We're doing great. But okay, about your person, the thing on that is that the thing is he is very much at that point right now that he's like every man goes through this thing where it's like, am I going to be able to keep up my end of the bargain? All right, primal instinct programming comes out that years of the world have tried to erase. When you're at that stage, this stage, any guy will go through this of like, oh man, can I provide for a woman? Can I take care of things properly? Because even when the Ten of Swords, it's primal instincts. Because it doesn't look like those old cartoons of the caveman where the guy's dragging the woman home by the hair of like, I must provide for and take care. Right? You just go with it. He does not want to drag you home by the hair. It's like you guys have a limo or a party car or something booked, right? There's a car ride waiting for you. But it's that thing, and that's what gets him into it of being like, the thing I do like on it though is with him looking at me right out of the gate and being like, dude, Rebecca's a 10 and I'm a 5. Now, first of all, I'm gonna let him know like confidence up is cool, Ace of Wands. But it is a bit of that of like, wow, I never thought this would happen, and it's going to. So it's not cold feet, it's a ton of over processing. All right. And he's still got that one smart butt friend that I guarantee you it's the dude that's gonna be his best man. That he's been making those jokes like, hey, don't worry, my car will be waiting right outside. I can get you out of this. And that friend will phase out of his life. That friend's going to go off in his own direction because that's the friend that becomes the fifth wheel. All right. But there's that kind of eyes, but it's not going to deter him from it. The Ace of Wands, like he's already thinking about the wedding night. Okay. So hang tight. It is a little bit of that. He might actually need you if he's going into dominant, like male role of like, we must be able to take care of and provide for. Maybe if you nurture him a little bit and be like, are you nervous about the cake? Are you nervous about this or this and that? Because it's a lot to think of. There's a lot going on, right? He'll be like, oh my God, yeah, I've been nervous about it too. And you'll be like, come on, let's talk about it. Okay. He thinks you're doing just fine. He's the one getting cold feet. You think he's getting cold feet because he's going quiet because it's putting you guys into a loop of nerves because, I mean, it's a wedding. It's a huge thing. All right. So this is a gigantic test in the communication of being like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous about this or figuring this out or doing this and everything. All right. So that he can finally open up. Because right now he's trying to be that stoic man, dominant man program, must not show emotion, must look like I am all in on this. He doesn't even realize that it's shutting him up. He thinks he's cool because in his head, he's like, don't show your emotions. Don't show your emotions. And then you're like, hey, are you still with us? And he's like, oh, sorry. He doesn't even realize he's doing it. All right. But as soon as you kind of open up and let in that, like, hey, I'm a little nervous too. You're like, oh my God, I'm totally nervous too. And then it actually helps you guys. All right. I hope that makes sense. I still laugh about the must drag Rebecca home by hair. You guys will actually have somebody's parent is, I don't know if you guys have already planned it or not, but I literally keep seeing a white Cadillac party bus. I really got a feeling one of y'all's parents are going to pony up and surprise the heck out of you with something you never dreamt and like either get you a limo or straight up like a really, really nice limo. Okay. As like the gift or something. All right. So I hope that helps. Okay. Vicky-licious. What up, Vicky-licious? What you doing? All right, let's see. Let's put you at 3003. All right, Vicky-licious. What's next for Vicky-licious and Leo? By the way, always listen. Aw, thank you for listening to the Zodiacs. Aw, love you, girl. Spinny hugs. Thank you. All right, let's see. What's up for Vicky-licious and her Leo? What's up with V and P? All right, I like it. That's got a nice ring to it. What's up with V and P? Oh, a nice ring to it. Everything I say when I'm channeling is a thingy. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Cool. A bit of a slow burn. Just understand that P is currently working on self-care, self-love, beating the devil, okay? A lot of it's not that he's got an ex that he's carrying a thing for. It's actually healing from the trauma of the exes. I'm going to tell you what, he's been through some rough stuff, okay? So that's a big reason that, here's the thing, is like divine timing, the real world sometimes, and free will gets in the way of divinely timing. So you guys met before he was fully ready, but you can't fight fate, right? Because what P is going to see is that that you would actually help him finish this King of Cups, the self-care, to get over the trauma from what the exes put him through. That's why P gets a little nervous about opening his heart up, okay? That's the devil taunting him, being like, it's going to happen again. It'll always happen again. It doesn't matter if it's with Vicky-licious and then Gemini-licious and then Saggy-licious. It doesn't matter. It's going to always happen. It's going to always fail. Not real. That's the devil jumping in because like you guys get together 100%. Whoa, it's on. It's a good relationship. The devil's going to continue to try to do that. And he's going to poke at Leo's vulnerability, right? Your heart has been hurt. It might happen. What if it doesn't happen again, Toby, right? That's a little bit of what P's going to work through, all right? Because Capricorn energy it gives that motivation of Capricorn to break the chains that tie, all right? The thoughts because these are Adam and Eve off the Lover's card, so it ties into Gemini energy, which is interesting because Capricorn's opposing sign is Cancer, not Gemini. But I don't know, not my problem to figure that out. I'm just doing what I was taught. But in the Knight of Pentacles, remember, even though it is taking a while, because this is something he's fought with for a long time, all right? You're the first good person in his life. I'm going to tell you what I just saw, especially with the guardian angels jumping in before the 3 of Cups, he had a really bad taste in girls before you. You're the first good girl he picked. The other girls were just rough stuff. My Sag grandma would look at all of his ex, every ex, literally like if it was a lineup. My grandma would look and go, Archer, just stay away. Just stand clear. Stand down, Archer. Stand down, kid. She always called me kid. But anyways, that's what I'm pulling off his exes. So you're working with a very bruised Leo. But I think he's going to beat this chain to tell you like, hey, sorry I've been quiet for so long. I'm just 8 of Pentacles working on some King of Cups stuff. All right, stuff is always like stuff I don't want to tell you about, but not in a bad way. Stuff that bruises his ego, that pride that Leo carries. He wants you to see him as Leo when he comes back around. He doesn't want you to see him as like Leo. But Leo's totally allowed to be like a little hurt kitty every so often. Everybody's heart goes through stuff. It's 2025. We've all been through stuff, right? So for him, it's a big test and lesson. Just like, hey, open up and tell Vicky how you're feeling. You know what I mean? All right, so I hope that helps. Actually, the Leo reading was talking about unions, and I think it mentioned Leo's person reaching out. We might want to double check that. Hold on. One more. There might be an okay for you to reach out and make contact. I remember it being like, Leo, somebody's going to reach out and talk to you. Yeah, because I remember somebody being like, unblock me, Leo, in the collective reading. Some of it's coming back to me. 4 of Wands. You actually got an okay if you wanted to send something Leo's way. All right? Just say how you been. Whatever your guys' language is. That if you're, yeah. Justice card's not here. Nothing binding the two of you guys from talking to each other. So it's like if you free will and if you're okay and comfortable with like the chance that Leo might not reply or the chance that Leo might still have you blocked just a wee little bit. All right. If you can be through that without it hurting you, because you're family here. Okay. So you're the one that I'm going to watch out for the most. But if you can, you do got an okay from God above that you could ascend a how you been or been thinking about you. All right. Egos kind of like Leo's egos. They can't Lego my ego. That's funny. Anyways, Leo's kind of like to know somebody's been thinking about them from time to time. All right. He'll never let you know it, P. He's still one of those dudes, right? Must not open up. You can totally open up. All right. So I hope that helps, though. All right, Punky. What's up, Punky? How are you doing, girl? What's up? Soleil Moon Fry. All right, let's see. Okay, you guys are in context. Okay, cool. I was seeing there was no reason not to. So it's kind of like you gotta go ahead, cool beans. If you want to make a first attempt at this one, and kind of just you know how cats are when they kind of back into the corner a little bit, right? He's not planning on batting anything off your piano or anything like that, but just kind of quiet. All right, Punky, what's up? Hey, girl. All right, let's see. You're gonna be at 3540. All right, will Andrew break no contact, and what are his feelings towards you? Let's find out. Will Andrew break no contact, and what are his feelings towards you? Will Andrew break no contact, and what are his feelings towards you? Three of Swords. He actually feels bad for hurting you. And that's what's motivating him forward on this one. Like, he has a very guilty conscience. I don't know if deep down he's a bit of a Ten of Wands habitual apologizer, but this shows that, like, his passions are coming to a boil and that he wants to do something about this. He can't put out the fire, so to speak. Okay? Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands is like, he's got to come back at you and be like, I did not mean to hurt you. I'm so sorry about that. Strength card on the King of Wands. He's trying to hold his nerve together, but he wants to break no contact. Ten of Wands. It's October 9th, but I got October 5th. All right, so October 5th is already come and gone. So tap me in. What's the significance on October 5th, and why are you telling me that she'll hear from Andrew during October? Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Lover's card, because that's when it's supposed to happen. All right, so I can give you a time window of October 5th, which means we're already in the time window for Andrew to break no contact, out until the 16th. Okay, that's like a week from now. So that means in the week ahead, barring his free will choice, he's going to get to a point where he has to talk to you. The Moon card, full moon cycle activated. That was that the 5th? No, it was the 6th. Page of Cups, that's they activated into the King of Pentacles. A little, you know how a full moon has like a shadow period, a post and a pre-period? That's what the little time window gap is, because of stuff going on in his life. The thing about, like, when you got those days that it's like, you got to like do a certain email or do a report, and it's like that. That's the one day you don't get a chance. Like, it's kind of like when I tell the mod squad 2 hours tops, we'll be out the door. Everybody knows I've jinxed myself, and there's not a chance in the world it's going to happen. Right? That's what happens. All right. So he's been in the green light zone to break no contact since the full moon. All right. Every time he tries to, stuff gets in the way, and it's not God or anybody planning it. It's free will choices. Like a week ago, he asked somebody to like pick up his dry cleaning or something or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're there, or he forgot he had a freaking dentist appointment going on. All right, so life keeps getting in his way, but it still shows that at some point by the 16th, he has time that he pops, and he's like, I'm locking myself in my home, and I'm calling up Punky. Lover's card shows that it's his choice. It's in his blueprint that it's supposed to happen around this time of this year. Page of Swords. See, he already is trying to get an idea of what to say. Like, how am I going to approach this? The Tower card, he keeps going, that's not going to work. That's not right. That's not going to work. It's the nerves that come in. Knight of Wands. He'll overcome the nerves. Some good old courage. Leo energy. All right. So I hope that helps. I got a feeling, definitely, before we hit November, I think you and Andrew are getting things back on track. Okay, let's see. Boo. What's up, Boo? All right, you are going to be, and I hope I'm saying it right or wrong. I don't know. All right, let's see. What's that movie? Avatar. Avatar? That's a James Cameron movie. With the big blue people. PG. I have this theory that Avatar is actually adult Smurfs. What's your thoughts? Anyways, I just saw you in the chat and it made me think of that. I have no clue why, but it did. All right, Boo, let's get you knocked out. I'm going to cover both these. We'll give you an extended reading. So let's put yours at 39:30. Okay, cool. Ooh, let go, mouse. 39:30. All right, let's see. What are G's next actions towards me? He's an Aries. I'm a Pisces. All right. Ooh, Aries, Pisces. Isn't it weird how the water-fire thing always kind of has a lockdown combo? It's weird, right? I've noticed it for ages. Aries and Pisces, Cancer and Leo, Scorpio and Sagittarius. It's kind of wild, isn't it? Like Cancer and Leo, never far apart. Aries and Pisces, never too far apart. Always something going on there. right? Same with Cancer and Leo. Scorpio and Sag, always something going on over there, right? That way, like it's not so much as like Sag and Cap or Leo and Virgo or even like Aries and Taurus. It always is where the water and the fire link up. It's kind of a neat little, just one of those anomalies in the world that I hope to solve one day. All right, anyhow, Aries, Pisces, thoughts and feelings, next actions. What do we got between B and G? Besides the fact that I just thought of biscuits and gravy. Anyways, 3 of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. Now I want Waffle House. 6 of Swords on the 10 of Wands. Ooh, Cav is a good choice. Ooh, that does sound good. I have a feeling G's wanting to ask you out for dinner. Because I got dinner. But all of a sudden, I'm thinking of other dinner options. So I have a feeling you've got an invite of, hey, can we get together, go and eat food or drink coffee and talk about something? Hold on. Ace of Pentacles. See, it's like, and it's, I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, 6 of Swords. See something from a different perspective, Archer. So I asked internal, I'm like, what's the one thing B wouldn't suspect for G to do? And the instant answer was take her out to dinner, take B out to dinner. I'm like, oh, okay. Death cards. Try to think of things in a different perspective. All right, so what we've got here is an ascension where G is, I'd love to make this like a dreamy type of a vibes, but it's just that G's deciding to walk away from single life. That's what it is. All right. Tired of the player ways. Straight up. Like it's when somebody gets out of college and gets established and all of a sudden they're like, I don't want to, I just don't want to act like I'm in college, right? Van Wilder vibes. He's out of the Van Wilder phase. Oh my God, I don't even remember that movie. Yeah, see, it's that's far out of, it's so last cycle. So he's 8 of Cups coming into the new cycle. 7 of Wands into the 3 of Wands. He's grappling with himself a little bit right now about how to overcome this, okay? Because he never really showed you a ton of attention, and the temper, it's like the temper really got out of control, especially when there were spirits involved and not ghost spirits, but cans or bottles, right? And so it kind of became an internal thing. But the time apart, your connection is protected. All right. The time apart is allowing him to answer the call. And this is a higher level call. All right. Because what I'm seeing here is G was a little off the charts. All right. In the fact that he was heading pretty far down a rabbit hole, right? Straight up the whole, like maybe as a kid sold his soul to the devil for Pop-Tarts, something like that. But the devil was trying to grab on. All right. You saved G, pulling G out of it. All right. So there's a big ascension going up that you guys, the 6 of Wands is protected with the 7 of Wands. Well, G's given a Bible and a cheeseburger, you know, right? 7 of Swords and the Star card. See? Like, I literally got views of G right now being like, look at the stars, Archer. It's all real, isn't it? It's all real. God's a thing. It's all. I'm watching him looking up, right? I'm like, I look over at you and I'm like, hang tight, B. He's going to be okay. Hold on. It's like, and there's not drugs involved. I'm just, whatever the vice is. I'm judgment-free zone. But the analogy I'm getting is John Lennon. Okay, John, we announced during Libra, it was your birthday, buddy, October 9th. However, John's like, tell her about the time I was on the roof at Apple at EMI. He'd taken the wrong medication. And so he decided with George Martin to go up on the rooftop to enjoy life for a minute. All right. I'm thinking your dude's just doing it as a course of a wake up. It's just a spiritual awakening. That's all. But then afterwards, then him and Paul took him home after they got him off the roof. And then they teamed up. Now, Paul got up onto John's level so that they could enjoy the time together. But he's coming up onto your level so you guys can enjoy the time together going forward. All right. Just let him finish going through this. He's still having a bit of an awakening, being like, it's all real, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, it's all real. God's a thing, prayer, all that stuff. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh man, I've done a lot of bad stuff. I'm like, God forgives. It's cool. He's like, oh, can I talk to B? I'm like, yeah, that's what this whole thing's been about this whole time. He's like, oh, okay, cool. So it's actually a sooner than later thing. I got a feeling with that star card. I want to say it's the next moon cycle. Something about your guys' guardian angels, like they're just having some fun with him right now. I mean, the spirit world is activated. It's Halloween season. Let him process this. I got a feeling you hear from him before Sagittarius season, though. All right. Hope that helps. I know you're the Pisces, man, and that might be one of his things because the visions and the dreams and the whatnots. Aries is not totally down for that. Sometimes that freaks an Aries out when they're like, Archer, I'm having a lot of dreams lately. I'm like, it's not. You're water sign, Cancer. Hi. All right. We're water signs. We get dreams and the emotional dreams, and it's like, you go through a nightmare, you wake up, and you're like, yep, another bad dream. Anyways, it's right. Fire signs can't do that. They have a bad dream. They wake up in war mode. Like, I'm going to get them all. It's like, whoa, calm down, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Not bad. Not bad. All right. He'll come through it. It's just fire and water processes slightly differently. It's cool. All right. Let's see. Next up is Aich. What you doing, Aich? How you been, man? What up? All right. Let's see. How does Libra currently feel? All right. Aich, you're going to be at 45-18. 45-18. I don't even know if there are angel numbers that high, but for some reason I was told, tell them to Google angel number 4518. So I each Google angel number 4518. Free will, do whatever you want to do. Anyways, all right. How does Libra currently feel? Libra wants another chance. Is that why you asked about Libra? Knight of Wands. Libra's got a green flag out. Like Libra sees you as a green flag of like, oh my God, I made the wrong choice. Devil card. And Toby's like, ha, 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 just as I planned. But the Capricorn energy on this is beating the devil, where it's causing Libra to want to come back and ask, hey, and they're going to play it off like nothing happened. You know, like, hey, how you been? What's up? Want to catch up? Go out? And be like, you want to apologize for disappearing? No, because in their mind, they didn't disappear. You guys are still a thing this whole time. Yeah, High Priestess. Libra's like, I thought we were a thing this whole time. I'm like, you didn't lock it down. What? Just because you weren't sure a minute ago, you know, I mean, I knew you'd be ready in a minute, but I each didn't. Oh, yeah. Libra's going to reach out like you guys are still a thing. Like nothing ever happened. You might have to fish for an apology or enjoy Libra's way of making up for it. 9 of Pentacles. Whoa. Oh, I thought it was going to be like a fun time, but it actually is a genuine apology. I take back half of the stuff I said because your Libra has been slightly more awoke than that. Your Libra must be religious, or at least believes. Ace of Cups. Fresh start for you guys during Scorpio season, okay? I don't know why, but Libra's birthday has to suck in order to be the catalyst. Are they later in the season or something? I'm being told that in Scorpio season is where everything goes down, all right? I mean, that could just be around Halloween time where it's like, hey, we should go to a Halloween party. All right. But so it doesn't necessarily mean November. It just might be a little later in October. All right. So I hope that helps. Yuki, what's up? What you got going on, Yuki? Did you type anything in? What you got going down? Hang on. I'm going to scroll just a second. Yuki, you want to type up your question or something? I'm just looking to see if you typed up any. Oh, there you are. Let me look. Archer often misreads because he doesn't wear his glasses. This is true. Touche. Okay, let's see. What else do you got? Just wanted the general. Okay, you got it, Yuki. All right, cool beans. And you are accurate. I don't read my glasses. All right, a little general. Let's put you at 47.57. All right, give me a little general for Yuki. Six of Cups, the High Priest, the Nine of Swords. Just so you know, today's the day that he's getting ready to break the silence with you. October 9th. The silence is broken, and we start going into a 10 of Pentacles. Because your hiring company is slow-walking stuff, so the love's going to happen first. You've got the job. They can't get rid of the other person. Give me an idea on which job it is. Which job is it? This is kind of fun. I love it because it's like scavenger hunts with your energy. It's cool. Star card. Which one do you want the most out of the current candidates? 3 of Cups. That's the one you're going to be celebrating. You do wind up in a relationship before this happens, though. Here's the wild part. High Priestess. You're like, no way. We've been planning it the other way the whole time. The script has flipped. And I figured out, I'm pretty sure thanks to one of our fan members here that does astrology, Anastasia. All right. I checked her channel out. That weird planetary placement that I'm like, something is affecting us differently this week. It's Venus and Saturn. Those two planets are kind of opposing each other. Venus opposing Saturn. That's the thing about people wanting to get the love life in time. All right. It's like there's been a change of plans, and now we're in this shuffle that now love's going to get fixed up before the work life happens. You're one of them. All right. So let me see where we're going with this one. You actually really do get the job you want. King of Pentacles. Oh, it's money, girl. You're in money. 8 of Wands. Moving on up. You guys are going to move in together. 8 of Wands on the 10 of Pentacles. Shows changes being made to get you in the right place, that you're with him and starting the new job. By the end of 2025, both things are on track for you. You're going to be looking pretty good. I like this direction. 8 of Wands by Sag season. 8 of Wands is Sag energy. All right. Nice. So your love department's decided the tables have turned. All right. I never saw it even coming. I didn't even think about like Venus and Saturn together and how they were the opposition of those two planets would like jack stuff up. But it did, and it changed stuff where it's like, okay, everybody gets love. Shuffle, reshuffle, change seats, right? Okay, let's see. PG, what up, Pisces girl? All right, you're gonna be at 5027. 5027. All right. What's up? Let's see what we got. What do we got up for Smurfette PG? Let's see what we got. Well, let's see. Full card. Okay. Ace of Cups. Geez. 6 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. The ascension that you've been going through is not going to go unrewarded. You've done a lot of work to change yourself. The stuff that you've persevered through has been happening at the same time as his. You guys are both actually still working to come back together. And it's the one that's on your mind. But Fool card to the Ace of Cups shows that you both are actually this whole time have been manifesting a reunion, because I'll tell you what, he knows what he did to mess this up. And I know deep down inside, I'm seeing, especially on that Fool card, you know what you did. And you guys both actually haven't stopped trying to better yourself since the ending. And you guys kind of did it out of spite originally, where he's like, I'm going to show her. And you're like, I'm going to show him. But in reality, behind the scenes, God's giggling just a wee little bit, because he's like, well, both of them sometimes had to have a temper. So we decided we would make them do the work this way. And it's put you guys through some trials and tribulations in the times apart, the fall of Jericho on the 6 of Wands. It's also stabilized the connection on both sides of the fence in order for things to work out the way they were supposed to have. But because of what you two had gone through with your pastest people is, and the stuff that straight up wasn't finished or healed, that's why it was like a little bit of wrong time. I know it's the oldest hyperbole in the book. Nobody likes to hear about it, but right person, wrong time. It was the right person. It was just the timing was off. 7 of Pentacles, it happens all the time. People hate hearing it, but it actually, I'm not saying you hate hearing it. Actually, what I'm saying is I hate hearing it when I hear it in tarot readings. And I'm like, time. It's like, it's not, but God's literally telling me it's not overplayed, Archer. It's a thing. There's so many age gaps and distance gaps, technology gaps that make younger people get sucked in through social media and start behaving in different ways. And times have changed and people have changed. And there's more equal rights than there was before. There is such a thing as a right person, wrong time. Now, PG's cool with it. The person's cool with it, Archer. You're the only one that's going off the rails at the moment. Okay. Anyhow, 7 of Pentacles. The failures that each of you guys have gone through since the last time you guys were together have actually all happened based on the fact that the long-term outcome was you guys were supposed to go your separate ways and come back together when the time was right, when some other lessons were learned that, believe it or not, every fall of Jericho, every yuck that you've gone through, it all was for a successful outcome with the original person. The one it's the one that's on your mind. And if you're like, well, Archer, I know the person you're talking about, but it's not like an original runner or this or that or da-da-da. It's because this is the one you wind up with every single lifetime in your soul deep down inside, regardless of whether you met them a year ago or 5 years ago or 25 years ago, or if you guys shared plastic bassinets at the hospital when you were born did. But whatever it is, you guys always wind up coming together too early, dealing with some rough stuff, all right, emphasis on the rough, and then going your separate ways, clearing the airs, coming back together, and it always winds up working out the way it's supposed to. Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. Don't feel bad about this. This lesson, the lesson and what you guys went through, this one actually requires multiple lifetimes to successfully complete, but you guys will. There's one more lifetime left, all right? But, however, you guys work out in this lifetime. It's coming sooner than you think, by the way, all right? And then the next lifetime, you guys actually will meet in whatever next lifetime's version of high school is and be the high school sweethearts that just fall in love, go long term, and you really don't come into a lot, if any, of the major problems. Because apparently whatever the next timeline is that you guys are born into, it's more of a traditional type of a vibe where marriage is a long-term thing. And when fights happen, people don't just like bail out and go crazy and but it's about calm talks and working through things. All right. So the next timeline you guys come into is more of a till death do us part timeline, where everybody is actually in it to win it. You're in a rough timeline vibration now, where right now like 90% of the world is done with dating and everybody's messed up by social media. The next timeline apparently doesn't have that influence, and it's the complete opposite of the timeline you're in now for the next life. Okay? So you guys clear out the rough stuff of your guys' cycle in this one, so in the next cycle, this stuff don't happen again, but you still wind up with your person, so you get them in both lifetimes. And you had them in the last lifetime too. All right? Last lifetime was the bad lifetime. Got together, were together for 20, 30 years, got divorced. This one, it doesn't work out the first time, but it goes long-term the second time around. Third time, you finally made it all the way through the lesson, and it's the one that there are no rough times. You meet young, you fall in love, and you stay together. All right? Different times, different strokes for different folks, different timelines. But it still does work out in this one, okay? Every little thing is going to be okay. That's what I got to tell you. And not me telling you, but it's me being speaker box. Okay? PPD. All right. 3 of Cups. Girl, you will be married. Stop saying no. Like, no. You can literally look at me and be like, Archer, I intend to be single forever. I'm going to go be a nun. God would be like, it's not going to happen. Not a chance. Not in your blueprint. You're supposed to be a wife. You're like, no, God, I'm going to be a Dalai Lama going up to the mountaintops. God's like, won't work out. Never will happen. Not going to work. You just got to be a wife. All right. Okay. Who's next? Who's next? Dr. Dot. What's up, Dr. Dot? Messages from the baby in the belly. Oh, you got it. All right, let's see what's up. 5629. All right, Dr. Dot, 5629. Dr. Dot, messages from the baby in the belly. Let me talk to the bun in the oven. Bun in the oven, por favor. 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. This soul's last incarnation was during the Civil War. It's why the baby is being born into this timeline, because we are on the verges of many changes in this political timeline in the world. That on this one, this baby was brought in because this baby will be a life changer. All right. This would be the vibes of like, if this baby's last lifetime was in the 1960s, you're giving birth to the next Martin Luther King. Someone that will make a difference in a timeline that is being plagued by a lot of bad obstructing and energies across the board with the 9 of Swords to the 5 of Swords. So you're raising like a war vet. This was back in the Civil War days. All right. I keep seeing Jefferson Davis too. So you could have somebody involved around one of the battles that involved Jefferson Davis, maybe the capture of Jefferson Davis, because that baby in there is going to be finna change the world. All right. Justice card on the 4 of Pentacles. He's a very protected soul from what he went through, even in the past ones. So you are giving birth to a very elevated child. Also, he wants to say compliments. Room's very comfortable. All right. Whomsoever room he's hanging out in, totally comfy. He's like, man, it's nice. I dig it. Here's the problem with that, though. It's going to be a long labor, because he's going to be grabbing the stove handle inside there being like, I don't want to go out into that big mean world. The last one I was in, it was a war. I don't want to go back out. I want to stay in here. It's nice. I got a foosball table in the corner and there's a TV over here. You know, there's no satellite interference. It's nope, so it's going to be a bit of a 4 of Pentacles labor. He's not going to give up, like how Buddha squirrel don't give up the nut, right? But once he's born, he will go through some very fast ascensions. Going to be very smart in high school, all right? You'll have troubles with him in the younger elementary days. I do pull a lot of him vibes. I keep saying him. But going forward out of that, by the time in high school, you do have like a child prodigy. Little different, little off the what the world will be calling norm, but very, very artistically gifted. All right, with a gift for speech and gab. So you may give birth to an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. Status check on the baby. God, how's the baby systems? Kit, give me a full status check, full report. 6 of Swords on the 10 of Wands. At the moment, very relieved. Things are going well. Breathing seems comfortable. You might be experiencing the preggo person. All right. Might be experiencing temperature fluctuations, like high temps some mornings and low temps, and being fearful of it being an infection or something. I do not see this. I see it as being a charged status, so to speak, where the body through the umbilical cord keeps charging up. You're going to have an active bebe because it's draining you. And then that's like where the temp is like, you almost feel like you're fighting off a virus, but you might even have checked into it and been like, nope, not sick. It's that you're the baby using a lot of energy. All right. your battery sources are being directed, or the whoever it's just you, isn't it? Right. Anyways, the battery is now running two things. Okay. It's like when you got to jump start another car. That puts a lot of load on the first car. All right. You're like Prego's the first car, baby's second car. All right. Page of Pentacles. Are you talking to him? Because he's like, I love her voice. Does the mama to be talk to the belly? Because the baby hears it. The baby's like, I hear the voice. I hear it. It's like, it's cool. You guys, like, mama and baby will grow up to be like some bestie friends. All right. I pull male vibes off it, and I pull like the good kind of mama's boy, where that like the baby is not ashamed about taking care of the mama, being there for the mama, not the mama, right? Which that's just a thing from that old show Dinosaurs. Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama. All right. But no, even the baby's checking out pretty good. Your temps are because your batteries are trying extra hard. Like, think about it when you leave a phone on the charger for a long time and the battery gets hot. That's all. All right, cool beans. Hope that helps. All right, Nas, what up, girl? What you up to? Spinny hugs for you, Nas. All right, let's see what we got on this one. Nas, hi. All right, let's see. Want to get a read on Emma the Pisces, feelings and thoughts? Okay, for sure. All right, you're going to be at 10101. Oh, dude, Nas, that is like a really cool timestamp. That's a Frankie timestamp right there. That timestamp screams Frankfurt. Okay. What's Pisces feelings for Nas? What's cooking? What's cooking on Emma the Pisces? Emma the Pisces. What's cooking? Six of Swords. Emma's starting to see you from a different perspective, and the Page of Pentacles would like to get to know you better. Wishes they could talk to you more at the moment, but Pisces is going through just a few things to get in order and balance with the Justice card so that they can like actually open up to you a bit more. Four of Pentacles. Now, hang tight, because Pisces is a little closed off and guarded just from, but okay, straight up, Nas, you have done nothing to make Pisces feel this way. But Pisces has the guard up because, like, my last person kind of hurt me. I think Nas might too. And I'm like, Nas isn't going to hurt you. And the Pisces is like, it's possible. Piranha teeth. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I'm like, it's not going to happen. Don't got to worry about it. So there is still a little bit of like a little PTSD trauma from an ex that Pisces is working through that causes Pisces to be a little Four of Pentacles. Also slightly hyper independent, but in a really good way. I could see you in the future looking at Emma and being like, you are too independent. Maybe something like she falls off a ladder painting and like hurts herself or something. And you're like, come on, we got to take care of you. We got to take you to a doctor or get you checked. And Emma's like, no, I'm fine. I'm going right back up there. I'm going to keep going. It's like, whoa, wait, let's get you to, no, I'm good. I'm fine. That sort of a vibe. All right. So yeah, literally, like I'm being told when Emma had COVID back in the good old days, Emma snuck into work and was just like, I'm not sick. I am not sick. I'm not subscribing to this. I don't believe in it. It's not a thing. And I'm going to tell you what, Emma got away with going to work every single day. Nobody ever found out. And here's the wild part. Nobody else in her office caught COVID. Interesting. Your Pisces likes to people watch and people experiment. It's kind of, Emma's got some cool vibes. 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups. There's no options. All right. Right now, Emma kind of sees you as a bit of a blessing. Emma's not looking in another direction. She wants to give it all to you. All right. Page of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Heads up. Going to start like in the next week or so. Emma will start planting a little bit more seeds showing interest. Might be confusing a bit at first. Something like, hey, you want to hang out later? No, I don't know if I should hang out later. No, we could hang out later, but I don't know if I should hang out later. And you're going to be like, which way are we going? What are we doing? You actually will get to witness in a Page of Pentacles watching a Pisces open up to start letting you in. And heads up, when you guys make it far enough that a Pisces opens up, lets you in, that is the most nurturing sign in the Zodiac. Literally, it's just going to be like, if you make time for Emma, and Emma will just be like, hi, can I do for you? It's coming, okay? Justice on the 4 of Pentacles. Emma's going to like Emma's like, I'm trying to find out if I can trust Nas. I'm like, yeah, you can. And Emma's like, well, I'll find out for myself. And I'm like, okay, all right, fair enough. I'll be here when you figure it out. You know, that sort of a vibe. All right. So let Emma get through sussing you out, and then Emma will be ready to proceed into that standard Pisces energy. Okay. I hope that helps. And Spinny hugs too. Thank you for your generosity. This super chat's totally sponsored by Nas. Because like when you got a top fuel dragster chariot like Nas does, it's when you got the Nas. Fast and Furious. Pew! Don't hit not the Archer deck. Stop that. Grown man, I still play with Hot Wheels. Okay, anyways, let's see. I really should probably work on that. Angelina Jolie. Miss Jolie, what you doing with your donation? Go on with your donation, bad self. Spinny hugs you. I love you, girl. Thank you here. Miss Jolie. It's what was the movie, guys? The Hercules. Angelina Jolie. I know it's Jolly, but I just like pronouncing it. I don't pronounce nothing right. I was a math major, but it works. It's an archerism. You got an archerism. Spinny hugs. I'm still going to pull a quick card for you real quick at 105.12. All right, let's see. Give me a donation card or two. Give me a donation card or two for our lovely Miss Jolie, who is a rather jolly person. Page of Swords, your person's spying on you. How so? Ace of Swords, through the phone, getting ready to send a hey text. Six of Cups, feels bad for acting like a child. The temper coming out, not really manning up when they were supposed to for you, right? The immaturity was kind of a big thing, and they're kind of realizing it because they keep checking you out and realize you want a man, Miss Jolie, because you're jolly like that, right? They just didn't man up before, but they are. Saul's conversion on Jesus with the children shows them leveling up and coming out of children energy. To see on the Six of Cups, how like the sun is in the background there casting its rays down, but here he's getting skin cancer from the sun rays beaming right into Saul's eyes, right? So like it's an incoming conversion that puts an end to the immaturity. All right, time for the man up and come in right for you, Miss Jolie. You just gonna be all jolly. I still like it. Is it cool? Can I just keep calling you Angelina Jolie? All right. I hope that helps. And thank you for the donation. You're buying coffee in the morning. All right. Costalina. What's up, Costalina? I like saying your name, even if I am saying it wrong, Costalina. It just, the way it rolls off the tongue, if I'm saying it wrong, Costalina, that's like, why has nobody, Bob Seger, somebody, what's the one dude with the crazy hair? Rod Stewart. Somebody get on that and write a Costalina. I mean, come on. It's like Copacabana type stuff. Barry Manilow, get on this thing. Let's, right? I missed Tess. I knew I missed somebody. That's all right. We'll still do that too. All right. So we're going to do Costalina and Tess. All right. Let's see what we got on this. Okay, Costalina, and then I'll do Tess. All right, Costalina, you're going to be at 107.04. It wouldn't be Archer if I missed somebody without the glasses. And I was literally reading about Yuki mentioning about Archer not having his glasses. Total Jeff Dunham moment. Phew, it went right over my head. Okay. Hey, that means I'm a good channeler. I was more focused on the cards than me. My Leo Venus is very let down right now. Virgo rising don't care. Anyways, let's see. All right. Could you tell me when I'll come into a relationship with my twin flame, or at least when we'll start talking again? You got it, girl. You got it, Costalini. Dude, the name is just so cool. All right. Costalini. It's got spice to it, like a salsa. I want to do like a Latin dance. It's kind of cool. Like, anyways. Ooh, the moon card, the devil card, and the high priestess. Expect the unexpected to happen between Capricorn and Pisces season. Bonus points if your person has Pisces in the chart, by the way. Okay, so with that in mind, I can see here that like Scorpio season around the holidays, that'll be a point when your twin flame really kind of misses you. They're going to be kind of alone for the holiday. Right now, they can kind of coast through. That's the only reason it's not happening yet. Life sucks, but they're making do. Then you get the holiday season. All of a sudden, all the commercials are about people in ugly sweaters gathering around eggnog and putting things, Christmas trees, and everything looks like a Taylor Swift Connecticut Christmas special, right? Right? That's what's going to get in your twin flame's head a bit of like, I want to do that. I want to do that. And when that part of a twin activates, they're instantly drawn right back to the feminine. It's not going to be like, well, so I'm going to go find the next person I meet at the bar or something like. No, that when this energy like this energizes high priestess with Mary Magdalene, it draws the twins right back together. You might notice it during Sag season. You'll get amplified of being like, I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's going to happen because you're already feeling like he's thinking about you now. All right. So by the time we hit into Sag season, that's where it's going to elevate to like this is a thing. This is going to, okay, this is weird. Why? Like, okay, let's say that your twin is an Aries. Okay. All of a sudden, every tarot reading starts popping Emperor cards and Fool cards. And you're like, what is going on? You find AI tarot, right? The ones that don't even have the right cards out. All right. And like you look at it and it's like 7 Pentacles, 3 of Swords. And they're like, all right, I've got the Fool card here. And you're like, come, shut up. No way. That's the sign that it's starting to get close. So I can definitely guarantee some communications coming around the Capricorn season out of a little bit of a lack because your twin wants to get a Christmas ornament with you. And then by Pisces season, Valentine's area will lock things down for you. All right. Confirmations, give me a yes or no. How right am I? Strength card. On that note, I loved this deck. So I would say you're good to go. Strength card. I can't put a no on a strength card. That's Leo. That's a big yes. Heart chakra. So that means your twin's heart's energizing right now. Give them time to come online. Cool. All right. Back to Tess. Let me do my walk of shame back up the super chats. Wait a second. Where's Tess's super chat? Okay, it's not my fault. YouTube didn't show it to me. H, Yuki, PG, Dr. Dot, Nas, Angelina. I didn't see it. Okay, so it's not on me. YouTube missed it. All right, where have we got? We got Tess's reading. Where's Tess at? Tess, are you here? Maybe I need to exit out and back into YouTube. It totally missed Tess's reading. Hold on, I'm looking for it to see if I can find the question or if anybody's got the question. Yeah, I'm not going to leave you behind, Tess. YouTube didn't show it. Maybe, yeah. There's Shar. There's Miss Jolie. Hi. Ralph. Ralph, hi, what's up? Hi, Raven. Hi, Mac. What's cooking? Okay, let me scroll back down and see if anybody's typed. Tess maybe slept in here. Oh, maybe. She's gone now. Okay, I'm scrolling. I'm looking. Didn't submit. You said you'd read. Oh, I remember that. It's all coming back to me. Oh, yeah. She got in her, she Bessie and a Tessie. I remember I was like, go ahead and pop your super chat, right? Yeah, I'm with that. I dig you on that, Sunshine. All right, let's do a general for Tess. I'm still going to honor it. Think about your person, Tess, because I'm being told that's who you were thinking about. I mean, it's not like Archer Career Tarot, although I do like doing work readings. But okay, actually, it's just astrology. I don't even have love in the title of the channel. Anyways, I know Miss Jolie, it's Celine Dion, the woman who ruined Titanic for me. Because now every Titanic documentary has got to have My Heart Will Go On, which has nothing to do with Titanic. I mean, give me Song d'Automne, Nearer My God to Thee. The White Star songbook had tons of stuff that would be way more better than just the whole My Heart Will Go. I like the ones that have that weird, like the flute that's completely off key. That's how I do it on the guitar. That's how I do it. When it's like, my heart will go, it's like, yeah, there you go. Nothing against Celine Dion. I'm just making fun of the song because I have to hear it all the time because I watch a lot of Titanic stuff. Anyways, I'm going to lay you odds that Tess and her person, wherever Tess is at right now, have a memory. I guarantee you they have watched Titanic together. Knight of Wands. Oh, and they only made it to the car scene. Oh, that's a nice memory. Oh, that's cute. What happens after the car scene? Ship sinks. Don't need to go back and rewatch it. Ship sinks. Just like when I was younger and I was taking my friends because I had those set of wheels, right? And so it was like I had to take the friends to the movie premiere, and all the girlfriends in the group were all like, "Oh my gosh, Leonardo DiCaprio, it's gonna be so." And I'm already like, I'm not saying I was a super genius, but enough of a Titanic knowledgeist in the late '90s to put two and two together and be like, I bet, being that he's a heartthrob and the lead role, I bet he's gonna die. And telling some of the people in the circle, like, you know how this movie's gonna end, right? No, how's it end? I'm like, y'all didn't pay attention in history class. And they're the ones that walked out crying. And I was like, called it. I was like, the funnels were totally the wrong color. Those funnels were not the right color. That is not White Star Buff. And the mast was supposed to be different. They made the mast White Star Buff, the same color as the funnels. The mast was supposed to be dark. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm sorry, Tess. You're at 113.55. Sorry, Tess. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Ooh, King of Pentacles into the Three of Cups. What I'm seeing here is that your person is going to be reaching out to you, that they needed to get their living situation under control, their own balance, stability. Like, you know, do I make enough money? Am I still living with family? Do I got my own place? Are my checks in order? Am I living paycheck to paycheck? It was really a lot about your person finding their own stability and getting their stuff in order to come back and reach out for something long term. Where am I? What happened? Where'd I go? Whoa. That was freaky, Tess. I saw a whole vision. That was so freaky. Okay. So what I'm seeing on this test is that your person is going to go through like not a bad trauma, but a bit of an internal like tower moment that it causes your person to reach out and need you. Okay. Something that deep down in the soul level, only you can help. Okay. So that was wild. I didn't get a full vision of what it was. I just saw your person in a room grabbing the phone and needing to call you. All right. I didn't see anybody getting like hurt or nothing bad. It's like a minor tower moment that they wind up needing you. I'm being told, Tess, that you'll understand what it is. Like that just totally leads into that direction. Okay. That's intense. That was a really weird message. But I literally saw Tess, I saw them pulling their phone out and being like, oh my gosh, I have to call Tess right now. I think it's a dream. Hold on. But did I just see the dream? Did I just travel into Tessa's person's dream? I didn't even remember being here. That was so cool. Okay, the Moon card, the Eight of Pentacles, into the Seven of Cups. Okay, Tess, here's what happens. In the dream, there's like, he has a dream that you moved on and you're married to somebody else. And it's somebody that he wouldn't want you to see you with. This dream in his mind, it interprets as a nightmare where he literally comes out of it. You know how I literally just saw the way he comes out of the dream. You know how when you have those dreams, you wake up and you're like, whoa, where am I? What's going on? That sort of a thing. That's what it is. It's that real to him that he freaks out, reaches out and calls you. Almost the vibes are like, oh my God, are you okay? And it's what is needed to, I'm still rebooting from it. It's so wild. All right. But it's what's needed in order on the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, for him to realize he can't be without you. And it's what brings him right back in and leads towards reunion. Oh my gosh. Whatever he says happens to you, Tess, it was a dream. I saw it when I was there. It was like I just like teleported. What's the right thing for it? Lunar projected, astral travel? Because I feel the energy. It like drained me from doing it, but it was really cool. Whoa. It was like just like a blue tunnel with white light. And then I was right there with Tessa's person and saw them having the dream. Whoa. Tess will be okay. In the dream, he's going to think like, oh my gosh, whoa. But Tess is okay. All right. And that's what leads to the union. All right. Three of Cups. Oh my gosh. That was so wild. Oh my gosh. It's rare that I've channeled like that. Yes. Thank you, Miss Angelina Jolie. That's what it was. Astral projection. I literally traveled into his dream. That was so cool. That was neat. Oh my God. Thank you, Tess. Everybody, thank you guys very much. I'm going to totally rest up from that one. Oh my gosh, I haven't gotten to do that in a long time. That was so cool. You guys all saw it too. I love it. Yeah, I'm Archer. My Sag Neptune's impressed. Okay, guys. Thank you. Was that everybody? Wait, hold it. I missed somebody, didn't I? All right, let's see. I think we're covered. I think we're good, right? Oh, I didn't mean to freak you guys out. I've done that. That is so. I call it teleporting. Angelina Jolie got the right word with. I make up Archerisms for everything, but that was so freaky cool. I loved it. All right, yeah, I think we're good. We're out, right? Perfecto. That was neat. You guys got to see me do that. Oh my God. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much. We're good to go. And yeah, Chariot. All right, guys. Thank you for the super chats. And Tess, I hope you get to see that. I literally saw him freak out over like having a bad dream about you that actually regrows the connect. That was so wild. I was in his room. Okay. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna do Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And otherwise, until next time, peace and love.